What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with part 4, man. And this may be the last part of this interview, man, which sucks because you never want something as dope as this to end, man. You know what I mean? Just to be able to sit down and chop it up with Eminem and him just give out so much of himself, man. It's just, you never wanted to end, put it like that. All right, so we're gonna get back into this interview, man. If you haven't seen the other three, my takes on the other 3 parts, go check them out. Here we go.
Oh man, he sucks because he said like
they pick out one thing.
Oh yeah,
because that just lets you know how good you are because they'll go through. Okay, you just said fucking 100 dope ass fucking lines, and then they'll pick one and say, "But hey, he said this right here," and it's like you just know that person is a hater.
I never was like play a couple lines and be like, I don't like that. I don't like what they said right there. Next line go by. Oh, I like that though. That's dope. I never hated a song because of one bar.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Never. Because now if I go back and listen to all the classic music that I loved growing up, I'm sure I could find that bar that you know what I'm saying?
And not only that, man, music hits you at different times. Something you may not be feeling at this particular stage in your life and what you're dealing with and going through may hit you differently at a different stage of your life when you're dealing with something else, or you know what I'm saying? You may be older or mature. So music has the ability to do that. You might not feel something as a kid, adolescent, teenager, or whatever, but when you're older, you think back and you listen to certain music, you be like, yo, I feel them on that. And you could have hated it earlier.
But it's just that wasn't the point. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy now that we have the internet and all that shit. Everybody has an opinion on.
Well, everybody's an expert. That's the thing that it's like, you know.
Yeah, that's why we listen to the fans, man. The fans get you. Your fans, listen, dog. I engage with your fans every single day. You know what I'm saying? They hit me every day. Some of them leave me.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good, man. Some of them leave me like paragraphs in the DM, like, hey man, if you see Marshall, can you tell him, so I'm just like, hey man, whatever. And they're really passionate about, supporting you. I think any artist would want to have fans like you have,
I'm very grateful for that. Absolutely.
Do you ever read any of the comments online that they leave?
I went through a phase of that for sure.
You did?
And yeah, and then I had to kind of stop and put it all in perspective and be like, listen, man, like, just reading comments, period.
Right.
Like, it just makes it like, okay, you realize like you're not gonna please everybody. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you do this over here and someone doesn't like it, they want you to do the opposite, then you do the opposite, you please that person.
Right.
Or you don't. And this person hates it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's very tough. But no, I agree with that. It's kind of like, quarterbacks reading a sports column, you know what I mean, after games, It's
Monday morning quarterback?
Yeah, exactly. So, but like I said, man, these fans that you have that hit me every single day, they asked me if I could ask you a couple questions. What's your favorite food? The Taco Bandino?
Beets.
Beets? Yeah. So you got good ass blood pressure. Oh, you talking about this kind of beats? I'm like, damn, your blood pressure is.
As double entendres when he ain't even trying to do double entendres. You know what I mean? Double meanings. Beats. I knew off the bat what he meant though. Beats. Halloween said, "Feed me rappers or feed me beats."
Excellent around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Beats. Not.
I don't know. My favorite food is, I don't really have a favorite food.
Okay, let's see. Favorite TV series? Right now, currently.
Power.
Power?
Yeah. You watch it?
Yeah, I watch Power. Power's You put me up on Walking Dead. I was watching Boardwalk Empire all the time, and we was at the lab one time, and he was like, yo, you got to check out Walking Dead, and when you said it was some zombie shit, I was like, I don't know if I could do the zombie shit, and he was like, no, you got to watch it. Then I got fucking hooked on that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was a great fucking series right there.
The Wire. I mean, I've said that many times, but man, that's
Thank you. Oh, I wish my old lady was here to hear that right there, bro. No lie to you. Once a year, every year. Once a year. She can attest to that. Once a year, every year, I go and watch The Wire, season 1, all the way through to the end. From season 1 to the end, I watch The Wire once a year, bro. Like, that is one of the greatest series ever created. Ever created.
like cream of the crop. Like those shows that like, I don't know, it's like there'll never be another one of those.
Right.
Like those kind. Like Breaking Bad, incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Power's my shit though now, for sure.
Shout out to 50.
Yeah, man.
Do you have any pets? They want to know that.
Nope. I do not.
No pets. Are you happy? That's the most number one asked question that I got on Twitter is, can you please ask him if he's happy?
I'm never happy.
Never. Are you happy when you're angry? You said something like that before.
I'm happy when I'm angry. Yeah, for sure.
So when he gets angry, he'll be happy. So you guys get that.
That's why I bitch so much. I'm trying to stay happy. Now we was talking about too, like I want to mention this too, man, because I'm sitting here like we was talking about the list and has it changed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all the rappers that I said on that list will never change.
Right.
I don't know about the order. I don't even know if I should have put it in an order like that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's like, sometimes you do things and it's like it fits in the rhyme scheme. So you're like,
right.
Like we was talking about people who push the boundaries and like Redman to me, like, you know, like when it seemed like it was a time in hip hop where, and this was like,
That slapped the shit out you, man. But Redman, bro, is still my joint to this day, man. Somebody tagged me in it the other day or something where they was watching it, man, and just tagged me and it was just dying laughing. And I was dying laughing right back at them.
like to me, it was like the late 80s, early 90s where every time a rapper came out with a new album, they were the best rapper for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like Boogie Down Productions, when By All Means Necessary, love Criminal Minded, but By All Means Necessary was like the pinnacle of like rap at that point in time. Was like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
And Redman came out, it was so good, right? And then, like when Nas dropped, right? Illmatic, it was like, this is as good as it gets, right? Like this, you can't get any better. Like that was incredible. And then Biggie, and then to me, Redman, when he made Muddy Waters, I was like, yo, that was like that was like when he, in my opinion, just pulled ahead of everybody. He just shot ahead. Like he was like the way he was fucking, I can't even think of him.
Yeah, he absolutely smashed that. Even when I first heard him do the Headbangers verse, the Headbangers, what? Yeah. The Headbangers. Yeah. I was like, yo, this dude right here is fucking fire. Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, What the album is so classic to me. So classic to me. Because not only was he rapping so good, but it was like his beats and everything. He was making good songs. Right? Like that first album, he just came out the gate making great songs.
And that's another thing. I know a lot of people don't say it, and they mention like top voices in hip hop. Like everybody says like Snoop has this distinctive voice. You know, whatever Snoop says, I think it was Jay-Z was like, man, Snoop just has this voice that whatever he says, even when he said 1, 2, 3 and to the 4, like it just sounds way better coming from Snoop. Redman is another one we got to put on that list, man. That vocal distinction, his tone, everything about how he says it is very distinctive and just sounds like the best thing ever when Redman says it. So yeah, he's another one of those we got to put on that list.
And again, the image, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool to be Redman, like to want to be Redman. Like, it was like, Redman is just fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Redman was the shit.
it still is. He can still go.
And that's what I like. I love it when guys from that era still just fucking, they just never lose it.
Yeah, because you can tell he loves it.
That's what it takes, the love.
Yep.
Yo, let me ask you, man, were you ever a fan of Kobe?
Absolutely. I mean, who wasn't? Like,
Man.
I don't know how you could not be. I can't even, like, it makes me sick, man. It makes me really, like, sick to my stomach to even try to grasp what happened. Like,
Yeah. Me too, man.
9 people, man.
9 people. 9 people. That really shook the world. You know what I'm saying? And I asked you that too because I feel like great people have a lot in common. I feel like you have, what he had, that killer instinct when you go in the booth, that work ethic. If he's showing up 2 hours before everybody else working on a shot, I've seen you in the studio, working on a hook that, getting it down to the fucking last fucking molecule in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making sure that shit is right, man. Your work ethic is incredible.
Thank you.
Is that something that you developed over the years, or is that something like hanging around, working with Dr. Dre? Like, when did you develop this work ethic that's just like robotic almost?
I mean, that was before I even got signed. Was that, you know what I'm saying? Like me, me and Denon knew, because Denon was like, me and him were so close, like, got really close really quick, right? Just because of the things that we had in common and everything, right? So we kind of just felt like we don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a do or die situation. Like, because there was nothing else I knew how to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, a lot of times, like, we used to have to, I remember we used to go to this place called Mo Masters. We used to go to Mo Masters studio, and it would be like, $10 an hour, something like that. And so we'd have an hour, basically, right? So then I made sure, like, we made sure we had the beat, I had the lyrics written, and I already knew the song by heart. Go in there, you know what I'm saying?
No excuses. That's pretty much what he just said right there. No excuses. All they could get was an hour. So what? They didn't complain. They didn't bitch about it. Nothing. They was just like, okay, cool. We got this hour. Then we gonna make sure we make the most out of this hour. That means when we get there, we're not gonna be trying to tighten stuff up in the studio, rehearse in the studio. No, when we get there, it's all business. You need to know your stuff. You need to have it down pat. You need to be able to go in, come out, execute, and just be about your business, man. If that's one thing up and coming artists should be able to take away from him is an excuse for what? Nobody's gonna care these days. Nobody's gonna care. With the surplus of artists, rappers, entertainers, whatever out here, nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. Nobody's gonna, no. Figure it out, make it happen by any means. Get it done. Like, that just screamed off the screen to me when he said that. All we could get was an hour. So we had to develop a work ethic like that. And he just kept it.
But it's like, once I got a chance to, once Dre, gave me that shot, like, I was like, I can't, there's no turning back. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. No turning back.
All I needed was like that. And yeah, man. And plus I watched Dre do it. Like, that dude, like, still to this day is constantly lives in the studio because he loves it, right?
Right.
That's why we do it, because we love it.
I like to, before I close, I like to give some sort of gem, get the guest to give some sort of gem to like an up and coming artist that's trying to make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just described a picture of you having to memorize your raps before you go to the studio, looking at the clock on the wall and shit. I only have so much time in there. I gotta get it all out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real grind. I think sometimes the up and coming artists look at people's results and they don't understand
The work that it took to get there.
Yeah.
Facts. That's because Instagram and social media and different things only show you, nobody shows you they're in the studio writing or at home writing or at home reciting or at home figuring it out or at home staring up at the ceiling, coming up with different things and concepts. And they don't show that. Social media is a more so end result or fake it. You know what I'm saying? It's an end result type of thing. So all you see is what all the hard work got them, not the steps before. And I feel like we need to see a lot more of that. That's why I love to see artists in the studio coming up with something, you know what I mean? Coming up with a full track and everything like that, or giving the gems like Crook said, man, because they need to see that, man. They need to see that, or you're not gonna last in the game long.
What would you say, man, to kind of inspire some young artists? Like, what do they need to do, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, times are different, right? So we got, like, the kids, you can make a fucking studio quality album on your laptop, basically. Right. You know what I'm saying? So based off that, it's like, what I would say to the up and coming, like, any new up and coming rapper, I would say that it is hard to get it, and it's even harder to maintain it. Right? So it's like, as hard as I worked back then, when you've made thousands of songs, right, and you're like, what the fuck am I gonna rap about that I haven't already? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And you start, when you start out with a blank canvas, and then you painted everywhere on that bitch, there ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's one of the things that I do it because I love it. So I put in overtime. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun for me to do that. So I would say that if this is something you're passionate about, just give it everything. Give it everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have nothing else. There's nothing else if this is what you want, it's gotta be what you want more than anything else in this world, right? Whether it's whatever it is, like, if it's a sport, if it's a fucking, this sport,
It's jewelry time. That's what I say every time. Man, dog, I'd like to thank you, man, for giving me some of your time, a lot of your time, actually, man.
Absolutely. But yo, I watch Crook's Corner. I watch it all the time. It's fucking dope to me because, like, a rapper of your caliber to do something like this is it's such a good concept because you're an expert in this field. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
And I think that everyone needs to know that who doesn't already. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it.
And as hard as you go with the pen, man, like, fuck. I'm telling you, this is top notch, top tier lyricist. You, Royce, man, it's like it's I feel like it's great that I know you guys.
Man, likewise.
It's also like it's kept me over the years to push my pen and to keep going, right? Because it's like,
likewise, my brother. Absolutely. Music to be murdered by. Out now. Everybody go get it 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Stream the fuck out that bitch. You know what I mean? And I'm on track 19. Get you a rap media host that could do both. Marshall Mathers in this motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
First of all, fire interview. I don't think he left too many stones uncovered that I can think about right now. You know what I mean? That haven't already been touched upon. Great job by Crook, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Salute to M for everything. Salute to M for giving Crook his praise at the end, man. You know, I think that's a big no look pass to Crook to say, hey, man, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? So salute to M for that, man. And a great, incredible interview. What? The whole time, we know, the thing about, one question I want to know from Crook and Royce is like, what's up with Joel? Because M just kept mentioning him and Royce. I know we know his history with Joe, so of course he's not gonna mention Joe. But where's Joel's name? Where's Joel at, man? That was like an intricate part of Slaughterhouse to me. So I always be trying to listen to hear for Joel Ortiz's name. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with him? So, but anyway, that was just something that was lingering in the back of my mind. But an incredible interview, man. So y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought of this, man. Eminem, man. He did it again and keeps doing it again and keeps defying the odds and gravity, bro. So, till the next reaction, man, I'm out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.